All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Oakland Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here we go, set, 15, run, 15, run.
Watch the slant, watch the slant.
Set, go, set.
On first down, Miles. And not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 21-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
59, I'm trying to collect. 61, matchbox lights. 5.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Bortles going to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Topper!
Now Bortles. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Now a play fake. Bortles. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 38. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here.
Pilot, 64, weak. Hey, zoom. Ready.
On 2nd down now. It's Miles, and he'll go down at the 28. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. Flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got it. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Hey, 5-7.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now Trubisky back into his end zone. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. It'll be a gain of 6, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20, and his guy resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Bortles. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Watkins, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
22-jet bomber, 22-jet bomber. Hey, Charlie.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. This is caught. Watkins. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys? Coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night, guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
4th down now after a loss of 2.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. Been a bit of a dogfight thus far into the second quarter now, and we do have our first points, a field goal.
Yeah, a lot of people say, wow, first action on the scoreboard, about time. To me, the action's been right there on the field, trying to figure out who could gain an advantage, gain some field position, finally get points on the board. I'm loving this kind of game.
It feels like kickers might play a big role in this one.
Yes, make sure you give them the respect they deserve. They could cost you a game or win you one.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Now Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 37.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Here we go. 15 line. 15 line. Hard, hard.
Twist. Watch twist.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Forced out to his left. Throw left side complete. It's Dennis. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down.
Ready, ready.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo!
Get it.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows to 10-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis.
Check 37.
Ran.
Watch out.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Throwing on 2nd down. Trubisky gets this into the hands of Samaje Perine. It's a 4-yard pickup, and it'll be 3rd down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Ran. Hey, wahoo.
Mine's 59.
We ain't giving up nothing today.
Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I hope you brought your left because I'm about to take you to school. Check 15.
Alert.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Hill on the return. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
On the ready.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They're starting to put some space here. In the first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Buying time to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Robert Kimdichie forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
It's now third down.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. On play action, it's Bortles. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Cleveland Farrell providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. On 4th down, here's Matt Bosher on to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Coming up at the half, a reminder we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. On the check down, he finds Kamara. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Check. 59.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. He's going to find his tight end. That's Chris Herndon. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
alert, alert, alert.
51. I got it. Hey, Mike 51.
Hey, ball.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Going right side here, and that's complete. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
Alert, 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 alert.
Mike 51.
On first down, Trubisky. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Alert, 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 alert.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. And for the third time here in this half, and it's a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. And a potential turning point as they'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half.
Okay, ready?
26 Mike. Blue down, blue.
Hey, Alpha.
26 Mike, 26 Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Let's go.
Bortles now on first down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Now Bortles. Now they go screen. It's complete. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Well, that second down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. To throw, it's Bortles. And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And that is not going to get there. Oh, he missed it short. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be fielded at the 6. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Running with Kamara. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Jumpy on the right side of the line.
Sometimes when you're on the end, a little bit farther away from the ball, any type of movement will get you to jump, and that's exactly what happened there.
So after the penalty, here's 2nd and 3. Here's Trubisky. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it here with P-Ryan. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
All right, let's put the check mark on the defensive side of the ledger there. Really nice tackle by the man in the middle. But why was he able to get that done? Because he has 4 down linemen in front of him, 2 tackles, 2 ends. And what they often try to do is create what we call a funnel. Right to the man in the middle linebacker, who often leads his team in tackles.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
Hey, ball.
59 mark. Check, 59. Here we go. Check.
Move. Red, tough.
So that'll back him up 5.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Hey, 4 down. Kill. Hey, turn it out.
Lock in.
Trubisky will throw. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Move. X3, 218, chopper.
Kill, turn up.
Alert.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Throw complete to Herndon. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Off the play fake, here's Trubisky. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover. There as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10 at their own 1-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And the last time that they were on the field, a little demoralizing. Missed field goal. You always feel like you want to get in the end zone, but then, at least and he is going to go down in the end zone. Down goes Bortles. It's a safety. So maybe the defense will have to kickstart the offense here. The first points of the game comes from that defensive unit.
Yeah, sometimes you get together and you say, hey, maybe it's on us today. We have to go out and force the issue and make a play and get everyone else going.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
Trubisky now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Kamara. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking to throw Trubisky on first down. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day, all day. Room. Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, D-line, let's get in there, let's get in there.
Now Trubisky on first down. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run it here. This is their fullback getting the carry. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Samaje Perine, his second touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. And now the Raiders will face an important 2-point conversion attempt here.
Check, go back. We got motion, back up.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
6-6, pull it high.
On 2nd and 12, Bortles. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. First down for the Chiefs, solid chunk of yardage, 17 on the play.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end.
Hey, orbit.
Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
On first down, Bortles. They're going deep for Hill. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Jonathan Abram picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. After the interception, here's Trubisky. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Go, go.
Now it's Trubisky. Herndon's got it complete. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. Both teams working on short rest, but this has been one of the better Thursday night games we've seen as they come up here on 1st and 10.
Greystone travel.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
Check, 59.
You don't know no better.
Hey, ball.
Again, it's Trubisky. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
It's a gain of 7.
The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches.
Hey, you don't want to see me.
Ran, go.
Check 52.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Open man is Godwin. It's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down.
He's checking.
Alert.
Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
On the ground, this is Kamara. And some space here. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 36.
Kill. Tight go.
Ran, go.
Switch. Shift.
Kamara. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he gets it down to the 32. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Motion. Go. Mike 51.
Back to throw. He finds Pirine out of the backfield. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
Check right, check right. Hey, check 24.
General West.
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship.
Alert, 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 alert.
51. We don't want this.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or two shy of midfield.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check 25. 5. Ready.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Miles. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
Ready.
Check, 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
Shoot.
On third down, Miles. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 55 seconds remaining in the football game. So on fourth down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. So it's not an NFL record, but it's not far off. That'll go in the books as a 61-yard field goal.
And wasn't it weird to see a guy line up for a field goal on the other side of midfield? The ball got halfway there, and you thought, no way is that going to make it, but it just kept carrying, and he winds up sneaking it right over the bar.
It's our time. Under team.
Move.
51 to Mike. 51.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Chris Jones in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. Throwing down is Trubisky. Oh, did he hang on to it? He did on the dive. Nice grab. And they'll stop it with 4 seconds showing on the clock. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on fourth down.
Check.
Alert.
Back.
22 jet bomber.
Here we go with Kamara. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.